Look who's here, folks. It's our good friend Rick Davis from Fidelity Bank. Good to see you.
Hi.
How are the folks at Fidelity Bank?
We're very, very busy, and we have air conditioning, so they're welcome to come in.
Right. It's good to be cool and inside, and you can do that one last weekend. A pretty big home show has been going on that you guys are pretty
statewide home
heavily
show
involved
that we're
with.
involved in, like 25% of the houses we built, and it is getting good audience, and all the houses are being kept extra cool, turned down as cool as they can.
Which you
and
need
you go
to
from
do.
one to the next. You realize how good the air conditioning is as you leave the one to walk to the next one. But it's about a 2-hour vision that you will get to see the whole concept of what's going on in traditional, modern, European. So you get an idea of what you like. You might go back and want to build a house. You might go back and want to change your house.
There you go. Get a taste for a little bit of
Right.
everything. So what are we here to talk about then?
Well, I have now become the expert in the community on H4P, which is homes for purchase, which I got to tell you, I get more and more excited when I learn more and more about the product. It is a revised government reverse mortgage program that is nothing like the old one.
Right.
It is so good for the baby boomers, which we're getting massive amounts of them every day.
Now, the biggest problem was when you hear about the reverse mortgage deal, a lot of people are frightened by those because they say, I don't want to get involved with this because they heard some horror stories.
And they should have.
Yeah.
But the new this is one of the times that I got to say I'm glad to be an American, because this is the first time in a long time I've seen them take a program and actually make it a a great idea. It absolutely is a fantastic program.
This started how long ago? You
Well,
remember the
all
whole
the way
reverse
back
thing?
to Ronald Reagan.
Okay, that was a Reagan
Ronald
thing,
Reagan
yeah.
happened, and it was for like the inner cities because families were moving in and roofs weren't getting fixed, so they're loaning money to do it, and they were just having forgivable mortgages. And it never caused anybody to have a pride of ownership, and it didn't work. And then other people were taking the money and forgetting to put the roof on because there wasn't any control. Now it's helping, 2 million people over 62 years old bought a new home in America last year.
So
2 million.
Breaking it down in layman's terms, why is this program so much better than what it was before?
Well, let's say that you have a handicapped spouse. You need a different house. You could sell your home and have enough revenue to build a complete handicap house with half down and never make a house payment again. Only be responsible for your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance.
And how can that be?
Because it is a program that the government has finally made us the right thing for the baby boomers. If we did not have this program, we would not have an economy that could proceed, because we're growing. 1 out of 4 people is going to be a senior citizen within 2 or 3 years. If that's the case, we don't have the production. And we can't have a lifestyle that keeps people buying things to work. So the economists figured out, if we don't help the people that are retiring to have similar lifestyles that they had when they worked, then the buying power in the community, 70% of our economy is us buying things. So now we're finally protecting the elderly. We're not a third world country. We're really doing the right thing with a way to protect them in their home. For example, it used to be they could take the money and do whatever they want to. Now they could take some of the money and put it in a reserve for themselves, so that they need things on their house, they can do it. They don't have to move. They don't have to call their kids. They don't have to be afraid to say the roof leaks in this part or the one bathroom. They can get things done with the reserves that the government's made legally available for them for as long as they live in the house.
So the economy was really the root of all
I
this.
believe the economy drove it. I really do.
And so you don't want to have a wrench in the gear works of the economy with the people getting as old as they are.
Take 1 out of 5 and have them not be able to buy anything, and we'll be a third world country.
Exactly.
We cannot handle
So
not
how
being
old
able
do
to
you
buy.
have to be able to participate
One
in
of
this
the
program?
one of the people that live in the home, one of the husband or wife, has to be 62.
62.
Now,
That's the magic age now.
Now you could have a 21-year-old wife or a 21-year-old husband, but somebody's got to
And
be
if you are a guy that's like 62 years old and has a 21-year-old wife, more power to you.
and she lives there for the rest of her life, which is a lot different. I don't think it was meant for that program.
No, probably not. But anyway, so 62 is the magic number then.
That's the magic number going into the program. Some people are using it for purchases. Some people are using it like, you can take your Social Security right now at 62. And some people are doing it because they need the money. They have equity in their home. They could also take a home for purchase type loan, a HECM type loan, and take the same money out tax-free, where Social Security is not, tax-free for the next 7 years, 8 years till they're 70. If they wait till they're 70 and use this money, now they're going to get 47 or 48% more money from Social Security for the rest of their life. And the average person that's 62 now is supposed to live to 89. So the difference in their lifestyle changes by just getting counseling on. That's why our program is so exciting, because we're going to actually go to the homes, have a meeting, leave the paperwork, find out who else is involved, so they can figure out what they want to do with their retirement so they can live like they do now and have more time to enjoy it.
So this is able to bridge that gap between 62 and 70, and then when
you're 70, you have both.
You get both of them then.
Yes.
Nice. Well, as you said, you along with Fidelity Bank is becoming the expert on this.
We
so
really have spent the time.
If people want to know what's
and
going on.
I have to thank Fidelity for letting us go, because this is way out of the pocket. We're really the community bank in town now, because we really have you from dirt all the way to retirement. And it was a big investment on their part to back me. In fact, I've been chosen to go to Harvard to talk about.
Explain what this is, because we were just joking. Said you should teach a class on this, and now you are actually going to be going to Harvard.
I'm going to Harvard. Very nervous. I've got comfortable with you guys. Do you want to go?
We'll go with you. We'll just give you a hard time when you're up there, okay? But tell everybody what this is all about.
Because of the economic benefits of this program, that's still got a cloud on it, right? The cloud's been removed. This is really a good deal now. In fact, our first 3 clients were financial planners. Right, so that's how. Yeah, the program's great, and it wasn't. So they have an invitation type policy. I think 7,000 or 8,000 people apply for it, and 140 people a year get to go. We were picked to go talk about the program.
Now, here's the thing you have to keep in mind, folks. We're talking about Harvard, and we're not just talking about a little city in Iowa called Harvard. We're talking about the Harvard University in Cambridge. And out of all the places in the country that you can go for advice and someone to talk knowledgeably about this program, which we know is absolutely incredible, they came to somebody from Des Moines over at Fidelity Bank and said, I want you to come here and share with us the tools you have in your box, in your toolbox, as to how people can take advantage of this.
And it really was because Des Moines is an anomaly city. We really do better than most of the country on handling our elderly and handling our housing, and we have a great economy. Part of the great economy is we take care of the elderly. And so we really are a good city and a great city, and we were lucky enough to get picked. So yeah, we're going to go represent our market in this program. But this program is one of a kind, and it still only fits 1 out of 4 people. But that one needs to do it. And the fact that we have the whole program, like I'm the anti-rocket loan guy. If I'm not meeting with you, I'm not your guy. This is the same type of thing, only with more conversation, a cup of coffee where you sit there and know what your options are. Not, can you do this in 3 minutes and show how fast you can, commit yourself.
Loan is done. No, you don't want to do that. Now, you mentioned that this is not for everybody. This loan is not for everybody, but the thing that's really cool about your place at Fidelity Bank is that if that one's not for you, you've got a whole shelf full of other ones behind you that you can customize.
We have more loan available than anybody else in the area because we've just gone in different directions. This one's like a whole different world. This is like a high-rise building versus a ranch. This is a different program completely. And I've been learning on it, just getting certified in the last few months. It's just way better than I thought it was when I got into it. I'm excited about the program.
It sounds like it, yeah.
I'm really excited.
And you're going to represent us well.
I hope so.
Because you're not just representing Fidelity Bank. You're
I might take your picture and put it up there.
No, you're representing the whole city of Des Moines. You're representing everybody in Iowa.
Iowa. It's an Iowa thing.
Yeah, it's an Iowa thing.
Wonderful. Well, good luck with that. But if people want more information, obviously you are available because you're local and you're an amazing team. And if people want more details,
call us at 343-2300. By the way, I bought an extra 50 tickets yesterday to give away. So give us some activity. FidelityBank.house on Facebook. Like us, call 343-2300. Give us your name. I don't want these tickets. They're not any good Monday. Somebody has to call that's going to go to the show.
And this is the last weekend
this
of
is
that
the last
show.
Weekend.
You're talking about the home show.
The home show in Urbandale. And there are one of the homes in the home show has a possible buyer on the Heckham loan.
See that?
Yeah.
So it
Everything
all
works together,
Yeah.
as they say in unison. So perfect. Well, good luck to you next week. We're looking forward to hearing how everything went. Thank you so much for being here. Folks, we will be right back. It is 9:25 right now. You're watching CW Iowa Live. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at this. These are always fun to watch on CW Live.